The main valve spool in the on-center position when there is no effort on the steering wheel. Fluid flowing into the valve body inlet ports flow between two lands in the main valve spool. The lands on the spool do not completely cover the ports, leading to the power chambers. Power steering pump flow that is not required to pressurize the power chambers passes around the main valve spool, lands and into the area below the pressure control valve. A small fluid also flows to the opposite end of the valve through a connecting meter passage in the hollow main valve spool. This fluid equalizes the pressure to hold the main valve in balance. Flat surface is ground into the valve to provide a means for air that may become sharp to escape. Whenever the driver turns the steering wheel in either direction, the combined centering force of the hydraulic pressure and spring tension that are applied to the both sides of the center race must be overcome. The effort of the driver expends on overcoming these centering forces provides the feel on the road steering effect. This is approximately 10% of the total effort required to remain positive steering control. If the driver steers to the left, the main valve spool will be moved towards the rear because of the left-hand trend of the worm shaft. The rear land uncovers the rear ports to permit high pressure flow from the pump to enter the front power chamber. At the same time, the front port will be uncovered by the front land. This will permit fluid to flow from the rear power chamber back to the receiver. A passage in the cylinder head connects the forward power chamber to the front reaction ring. Another passage in the cylinder head with the hollow pin through a spacer connects the rear power chamber to the rear reaction ring. Turning the steering wheel to the left causes the center race to move forward. This forward movement will deflect the front reaction ring. The movement will also cause the main valve spool to allow fluid pressure to enter the forward power chamber. A chamber behind the front reaction ring is connected to the front power chamber so that the pressure exerted to the front reaction ring whenever the turning effort on the steering wheel is relaxed. The combination of forces, both hydraulic and mechanical, acting on the front reaction ring causes it to return to the center race to its neutral position. Hydraulic pressure in an enclosed chamber is always equal in all directions. The forces that are created against the inside face on the piston are also pushing against the end of the worm shaft. This force against the end of the worm shaft is not wanted. It can move the worm shaft to creating an imbalance and a hydraulic reaction and prevent the steering gear from centering itself. To compensate for its condition, a worm balancing ring is added to the right turn reaction area. On a left turn, the control valve moves towards the rear and admits fluid to the rear port. This pressurizes the front power chamber. The pressure will depend on the force required to steer the front wheels. This pressure is brought to the rear, the front, and the piston of the rise that assists the vehicle. This same pressure is pushing against the front of the piston to equalize the application of pressure to the total piston area.